Yeah.
You are live. I love that it tells us that. Thank goodness, as if we wouldn't know.
Right. It's a good heads up.
Good morning, my little chickens.
Good morning.
How are you guys? Who's already here? Peace, love, Mick. Happy Saturdays, ladies. And Mary M, good morning. I'm going to put your...
Good morning.
And I
good
love
morning.
that my computer tells me it's CHiCK.CHAT time. That's what the notification was. How are you guys? How are you guys? What's happening? What's happening in the apocalypse? We're going to give people a minute to get in while I try to have my coffee in my new fancy mug that my fancy partner just gave me. Look at this. It's like the two of us. I can't quite get this way. These two girls. One's like a little flower child. One not so much. It's like it's perfect. And on this side it says all we need is pot, peace, love, and music. Yep, I love it. I love it. I'm so excited. And the present that I got her didn't come in. I'm so mad.
And we matched.
I'm so mad. So we match. I love it. Hey,
Morning,
Tony.
Miss
How are you?
Maritday.
Hey, Lori, back.
I went with Lori first. You went with Tony first.
I know. I was going in order.
Good morning, ladies.
How are
everyone?
you? What's everybody doing this weekend? What's happening? Our daily magic. Hi, how are you? What's everybody doing this weekend to celebrate Memorial Day? I will say that I think the only serious thing I'm going to say today is while Memorial Day, we remember the soldiers that have given ultimate sacrifice in defending our country. We do that because, you know, without them, we couldn't do what we do at all, every day, all day. This year, I think we need to remember the first line folks that are dying in this war on this virus, you know, all those, you know, that they show up for work every day and treat, you know, sick folks, and they went to work and did the things, and cops and all those people. Although I think we should remember them because I think that they died in service of our country as well, for sure. So that's my serious caveat for the day. I can be sometimes.
All of those.
Yeah.
All of those working.
Yeah, all of those. Hey, Colleen, how are you? So I look so washed out. Like I wish that there was better lighting. I just look like the ghost. Like it's like the ghost in Mrs. Muir here. You know. I'm just super. It's Tony trying to coordinate a trip with my girl. We can't find anywhere to go. Right. And if you get to a state park and it's packed, like, what do you do? Right.
Nothing's open in Sugarloaf.
Yeah. How do I get back out of there? Yep. Hey, good morning, loves. Good morning, loves. Yeah. I don't know what you do. We're staying home. You know, in the compound. Because hot tub people.
We're going to dig tomorrow.
Oh, they're digging.
We're going up to Herkimer tomorrow. I'm very excited.
Explain that to the folks. Do they know that? Do they know you do that? Not all the folks do, I bet.
I'm not sure.
I bet
but
not.
we have a claim up at Diamond Acres in Herkimer County in Fonda, New York, where we go hike into the woods, and that's a little bit better.
Is that better?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't look like the ghost girl. Go ahead.
And we collect Herkimer diamonds.
Right.
So we go traipse through the forest and dig in the dirt, and I look forward to it tomorrow.
Not a word used often enough, in my opinion. I love saying traipsing.
Me too.
Even though I've never been known to traipse anywhere through anything or any sort of traipsing, but you know, I like saying it. I like thinking that I could traipse somewhere.
I love it. I love it. Frolicking, traipsing,
frolicking. That's a good one too. All right, I like frolic. I don't think I ever frolicked either, but you know, well, not that I'm willing to talk about. Anyway. So today, we have the fabulous Reverend Maritday. I'm going to let her tell you who she is and what her magic's about and all of those things. Don't you have something to print?
I do.
Oh,
I do.
Okay. You do that.
Okay.
I didn't want to bring her on until you were sitting here, unless you want to do it after.
Oh, I got to get the main. It's warm in here.
I had that on too when I set up the air conditioning again. I had it on and it's still not cool enough.
I'm moist. Another word I love.
Another word she loves. She does love it. And don't say it in front of her because she'll just keep saying it. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna print.
Welcome to the Beavis and Butthead show today. That's us. I saw this meme about my maturity level depends on who I'm with, and it's a picture of Lucy and Ethel. I'm like, that's us. No question. We get very, very Beavis and Butthead. There's no question. I'll tell the story. So we, while you print your thingamajig, so we had an online class. It was an herbal class where once a month we focused on one herb, and it was through being at home. So we would send everybody like this box for what they needed for the month, and the herb, and recipes, and the information on the herb, and a jar. And it was very nice. And we would get together on Zoom once a month, and we would discuss it. We would make things and salves and all sorts of goodness. But in naming the apothecary package, the first one we came up with was Apothebox. And we could not say Apothebox
with a straight face.
With a straight face, talk about filling the box, stuffing the box, wrapping the box. Like it went on. I go, we can't call it this. We can't possibly call it this. Apothecary package wasn't any better, by the way, but it was less. There wasn't as much jokiness about apothecary package as there was. This box, we couldn't get through a day. It was terrible. I'm like, all right, we have to come up with something else. So,
how do you like my package?
It just was too much.
They sure were pretty.
We are like fucking children. Oh, there it is. There it is. Jenny said the F word. 6:45. Anyone that was betting on 6:45, you win today. That Jenny said it. The box, she says, Tony. Yeah, it's funny. I couldn't get by it. Like I couldn't get by it. It was just, love that word. I'm sure she's talking about moist, if I know Colleen. And good morning. Hey, Kim. Good morning, honey bunny. Oh my God, I love you, ladies. Right? Kristen. Right, because we're like children, basically. We understand. Totally. Hey, Johnny Rush. It's not like Johnny Rush can't hear us downstairs.
Morning.
Well, I think we have lots of folks in, and I'm going to wave to the little cameras because I'm going to be telling she's all ready. So I'm going to bring in the fabulous Reverend Merriday. Hello, beautiful. Hello. We have to move.
Good morning.
You go. How are you, honey? I know it moves in the opposite direction that you want it to move in.
I'm telling you. I'm like,
how are you, gorgeous?
I am wonderful.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Go ahead. Tell me.
This is some wild times. You know, I was so excited to start at the apothecary, and then coronavirus. Are you serious?
I was just going to tell the people, right, about 2 weeks before the apocalypse, Maritday joined us as the newest consultant. She was, handling Fridays. We were just we had like little, like apothecary meetings, it was like it was so funny. And then the apocalypse hit, and I haven't seen her since, and it's terrible. Like she became a family member so fast, and then and now we're stuck. We're in the apocalypse. So
sad.
Yeah, so sad.
We miss all your faces.
We do. It's
So it's so good to see you.
It's very good to see you.
This is so awesome. I was so honored when you asked me to be on. I love y'all. I love the shop. I loved being there. And so this is the next best thing. I'll take it.
Yeah, agreed. So we always talk about what's happening in the apocalypse. But first I want you to tell our folks who you are, what you do, what's your magic, what's happening.
Okay, so I do quite a few things. So I'm just going to kind of do my little bio intro because that kind of just cleans it right up. So I'm Reverend Maritday Rodriguez, aka Amorita, the Sacred Health Doula. I'm a native New Yorker of Puerto Rican descent, and I've had the honor of serving women and their families for almost 3 decades. I bring an abundance of traditional women's healing and birthing wisdom from Taino, Caribbean, and Native American cultures. I am a state-registered, spirit-ordained minister. I'm a licensed esthetician. I'm a certified integrative holistic doula with a background in childbirth hypnosis, women's health and herbalism, integrative nutrition, postpartum integration and adjustment, childbirth education, doula mentorship, energy work, and breastfeeding lactation counseling.
That was a mouthful, right?
Oh, yeah.
You're a busy lady. So have you? So
What an incredible woman.
But incredible. It's one of the reasons, like I feel like we attracted you, or we were attracted to you.
Yes.
It was all that, we're all girl power. I mean, it's not like we're like militant feminists. We're not bashing folks, bashing men in any way. But yeah, we're all girl power.
Yeah, we got the dragon downstairs.
Right, exactly.
Right. So,
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, let's not go there with, 3 chicks.
Right, 3 chicks and a dragon, like got a 4 chicks and a dragon. 4 chicks and a dragon. He's like, all right, settle down, ladies. I can hear him from down there. Like, settle down. But yeah, you must be busy. Are you busy in the apocalypse? Like, or what's happening with you?
So let me tell you again, this is a weird time. It's a scary time, but it's a baller time. There's so much expansion here. I really feel like this whole thing was so I was doing postpartum work in Brooklyn. And so I was traveling back and forth from New Paltz, New York on the bus to Brooklyn. And in my time doing that, the first thing I realized, people are like, oh, New York City people, they're rude. They're not rude. No. Those people are pressed for money, pressed for love, pressed for time, pressed for space, pressed. And their thing is the most important thing. And what we've forgotten as a community is kind of like, we all do, we're like, when you blow bubbles and sometimes you got a single bubble, but for the most part, everybody gloms onto each other. And if you're too reckless in your bubble, what's going to happen? You're taking everybody with you. So in postpartum work, it really gave me this opportunity to, start witnessing what we need to do. So everybody's running. And we are literally overscheduled. We don't see our families or anything. So Corona really forced us to sit down, look at what we want to do, and then actually step into a place of being unapologetically who the fuck you are. And that's it. This is who I am. This is what I need. This is what I want. And if you're not in alignment, kick rocks, please and thank you. And so I've had so much amazing stuff go on. I hosted along with Our Daily Magic. Yep. So that's my partner in crime. She's my publicist. And we put together an amazing birth summit with over 20 hours of content from some of the most amazing midwives in the country. Okay. Do I go to the hospital? Do I stay home? Well, you know what? If you're high risk, go to the hospital. But if you are low risk, you can have your baby at home. Okay. And so we had very practical, and I had the honor of interviewing Mama Saran from Atlanta, Georgia. And this is an elder, 40 years, apprenticed. So no CPM. Okay. Apprenticed. And she broke down like a champ how to do virtual work and how mothers should empower themselves. And so she was like, what, do you have a blood pressure cuff? Get you a blood pressure cuff. You know what? You take your blood sugar every day. You palpate your belly so you know what's going on with your baby. And then when we talk on the phone, you can report back to me and let me know what's up. And this is in her 70s, pivoted like a champ into virtual, taking care of her people. But you know what? Still with all old school ways. Okay. And so that blew my mind. That was the biggest thing that I ever birthed. I'm so proud. I love you too, boo. I love you too. And so that was at the end of April.
Yeah.
And
I started a few times on the page.
Yeah. There, we have a Facebook group of 600 people that came out of that. Seriously, people got what they needed. I have never been in a space where everything was so well received because it was needed.
Yeah.
There was that. I'm still working virtually. I'm still, nothing has changed. And before this happened, I found that I'm excellent as a virtual doula. And guess what? You're going to be walking into the hospital. Your baby going to be crowning. Okay. So for me, I love that because I've learned energy work applies to everything, including birth.
Right.
And you know what? My client did amazing. She was unobserved, but you know what? Somebody was on the phone talking to her. What's going on in your body? What's happening? Tell me about that. Oh, wait a minute. You think you broke your water? Well, you know what? You broke your water with your first baby. Is this like that? Is it less? Is it, oh no, this is way less. I leaked for days. You know what I mean? And we were able to keep her in her body. 11:20 at night, she'd call me. 5:30 in the morning, she jumped in her car. By 6:30, she jumped in her car. By 6:56, she was at Rhinebeck. By 7:58, her baby was born. No interventions.
Wow.
Her baby and her toddler and her husband, while we did work. She was undisturbed, unobserved. And you know what? Whatever weirdness that she had to do to pick up that belly, adjust herself, move her baby out, nobody could tell her that she was doing wrong. She did what her body told her, and she rocked it.
Yeah.
And that's what I do. I help women rock whatever they're going to do.
Right. I know you do.
So fucking beautiful.
She's a doula as well, our little miss. And we appreciate all that you do for women. You're so, I mean, like I said, it was one of the reasons we were attracted to you in the first place, because you're so, you're so passionate.
So passionate.
You know what I mean? Like everybody watching, I don't care if they felt it, didn't feel it, like they totally get everything that you were saying just by the energy level that comes off of you when you say it. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
So I wanted to know, we chat about, magic in the apocalypse, pretty much. How are you, how's that going? When we're all stuck at home, and because I feel like we're all, I work magic, but around this crazy energy, what's happening, everybody's so polarized. Is it more like I'm doing more sort of bubble magic? Like, please keep that, out of my space. What do you find you're doing?
So again, this is like, who are you? Well, I'm a magical motherfucker. That's who I am. So every day is magic, right? Every day.
Right.
And so for me, all right, I have a funny story about virus. And so I never met my grandfather until I was 25 years old. My grandfather is old. He was an older man. Okay. Older, like, he was born in the early 1900s. And so he was in a TB sanitarium and he caught tuberculosis. So when I was little, remember they used to pop us in the hand with that time test at school? And I would break out. So we found that I had TB antibodies, right? So this is so much about people don't really know what herd immunity is and all these different things. And so since Corona's happened, I'm like, look, man, I didn't meet my grandpa until I was 25. I was never around him when he had TB. I got this immunity from my mama.
Right.
And so I've kind of felt like, you know what? I'm protected anyway. Okay. And I know that sounds weird, but I also, so we do prayer, right? We pray to a higher consciousness. And so there's something up there that we all agree that is conscious, correct? And that we can pray to. So you, Aaron, myself, we are the divine to 723 trillion units of consciousness. And they're waiting for us to tell us what to do. They're waiting for us to tell them what to do. So you know what? I'm calling in super immunity every single day. I'm talking my cells up. Yep. Okay. You know what? I'm not turning my cell membrane into fucking mush with fear. I'm not doing it. Okay. So I'm first and foremost, I am dispelling the myth of fear. Okay. Every day. And it's not that I'm scared. I'm immunocompromised. I carry a viral load. Okay. Period. Okay. My son is immunocompromised. He's got lung issues. And the cool thing about that is, again, it's how you frame things. So I could be tripping out that my son has weak lungs, but you know what? He's 30. He's still on this fucking planet. Okay. And so you know what? He got scars, but he's strong. So I'm praying over those lungs that they're going to continue to stay strong. And so they have already proven that when you pray over something, the molecular structure changes. So am I going to talk shit to my cells?
Nope. You can't. You can't, because it negates everything that you're putting out.
If Corona is going to come for me, it's going to come for me. And there is nothing that I'm going to do for it. Now, am I taking precaution? I'm a licensed esthetician. So it was funny because JCO and OSHA, where they been? All of a sudden, we don't listen to them no more?
No. Right.
Okay, we forgot about them. We forgot about universal precaution. Are you serious? Yeah. What is universal precaution, folks? Treat everyone as if they have a communicable disease, which means wear masks and gloves.
Right.
Okay, so we forgot about, do I wear a mask? And so again, simplify. Now, as a rule, if I'm not close to anybody, I'm not wearing a mask because it does impede your breathing. It does not allow you to oxygenate. But if I have to go into a store or anything like that, I'm also an esthetician. So guess who's not doing facials because I'm like this with somebody's face.
Of course. Right.
Okay, so no matter how much I would like to, and I want to pamper and I want to lay hands on, I can't. So again, universal precaution, but common sense. And then seriously, what are we calling in? If we're going to call in disease, you're going to get it.
Right.
Okay.
You talk that all the time. If you're going to say things like, you know, you're going to speak that into being. I don't want to, I don't want to turn into my father, you know, or I don't want to turn into my, like you say that. If you say that, you say it. What you, before you notice, you just did, because that's all you want to speak into being. Right. So you just don't, you don't put energy where you don't want it to grow. I mean, that's just, of course, 100%. Yeah.
And that's what we've been doing at home. I mean, that exactly speaking what it is.
Super immunity, baby. Speaking super immunity. That's what we call it.
I'm invincible.
Right.
Well, you know, our ancestors have seriously, the midwives always showed up. The medicine women always showed up. The curanderas always showed up. They were treating lepers. They were they were doing it. They showed up. And we're from that lineage. You don't think we're covered? Are you serious?
Right.
We are so covered. And again, this is not about being careless. But we still have to show up. We still got to take care of our people like you do. Saturday curbside pickup. Don't forget. Get your shit.
Yep.
Call us up. We're here all day. Like,
still making medicine.
Still making medicine. Yep.
We're still here supporting our community. And that's so important. I mean, that's what we do. That's why we're here.
Right. And it is interesting when you say that about, you know, you get common sense. You're wearing if you're going out into the world and got to be around people, you're wearing a mask or gloves, or, you know, that it is
just a mask. I don't mess with gloves. I think that's so gross.
I do. It depends. It depends on where I'm going. But then, you know, of course I walk right out. I understand how to take gloves off. And I don't know, there's a garbage can when you walk out of any fucking store ever. And you just throw it out.
Wash my hands.
Right. And then I go wash my hands. Like, yeah, absolutely. You know, same. I watched a guy, and I don't know if I told this, I might have told it on here, but I watched Keith and I, it's a sort of, when I say a joke, we try to make everything not so, you know, we don't want it to be everything so serious, right? I'm not, the seriousness not escaped on me, but so we suit up, you know, and we laugh about it all the way over to get to go into the grocery store. And we have all the things on, and we watched a guy in produce. He has his mask on and he has gloves on. And you know, the plasticky things in produce, they're sort of sometimes hard to get open. So he takes a glove off, he takes his mask and he pulls it down.
No.
He licks his fingers, he goes like this, and then he starts picking on potatoes. And I was like, well, you just licked all the potatoes. Like, I was like, and I was rolling, like, see, he doesn't even understand why he's wearing this thing. You know, it's like, dude, like this. And he just goes, I was like,
unconscious.
Exactly. Unconscious. And it's funny. Again, I don't want to touch my glasses when I'm in the grocery store. Right. I put them at the edge of my nose, you know, and I have my mask on and I walk around and I try not to touch them. And I'll notice if I do it, like almost immediately, because I got unconscious for a minute. I wasn't really paying attention. And then I go, oh, my glasses. And then I just take this fucking hand sanitizer shit and, you know, whatever. But yeah, just conscious, just what you're doing. And that there's other humans in the area.
That's right. You know, we have to maintain ourselves, but at the same time, I don't feel like we should be petrified of our pods either.
No, of course not. Right, of course not.
And that's got me more riled up than anything right now. They got us scared of our pods. And I'm just like, man, if I've sniffed your neck cells and I've gotten that close to you, you're in my microbiome. You know what I mean? And then I also feel like my pod, we kind of have the same habits, if that makes any sense.
Yes, 100%.
We operate the same way.
Yes.
So I don't have to be in fear from you because I know y'all operate like me.
Right.
Okay, so we are in that protocol of, you know, doing certain things. And again, because we're herbalists, so you know what? We got to keep our field clear. We got a bunch of things. So again, when you're pod and you know who your people are, you know, again, we can't super extend because again, we can't account for everybody's activities. So we still have to be a little careful, you know, but you know, I just want to go and say that one of the biggest things I think for Corona is, what are you doing every day to nourish yourself? Since before this, we were not. We were not eating. We were not hydrating. We were not taking proper care.
No.
So now we actually have an
distracted. I'm sorry. We were completely distracted.
So now we have the opportunity to say, what do I need my ideal day to look like? You know what? I need to set office hours. I need this time for me. I need this time for my family, because you know what? Some of us weren't seeing our families because we were overscheduled.
Yep. Right.
But when I talk about what's your daily schedule, that time that you take for yourself, how often do we not pray, meditate, you know, whatever it might be? So one of the things that I love to do, and I do this both morning and night, but I do something called anointing the goddess. And this is like my esthetician thing. And I feel like, so what I learned is that most women don't know how to touch themselves. So when I massage their hands or their face, they're like, God, I can't touch myself like that.
Yes.
I don't know how to touch myself like that, right? So one of the things that I do is when I get out of the shower, I give myself a lot of loving attention. And so that looks like I'm going to take some beautiful St. John's wort oil because I live with chronic pain. And so I am going to literally massage myself starting from the feet. And I'm like, thank you, feet. Thank you for carrying me all over this godforsaken planet. Thank you. You know, and as I rub, you know, depending on where I'm working, if I'm working on joints, they get a nice round rub. Whereas if I'm working on the leg, I'm going to do a nice long effleurage and really give myself a beautiful flowing stroke. But I do that from head to toe and bless myself and thank this body and thank those cells. And because you know what? Without this,
And what's the biggest organ that you have in your body that I think is the most neglected is your skin. It's the barometer for what's going on inside your body, and it totally needs nourishment. I mean, if you can't neglect the skin, you just can't. You have to take care of it, you know. And it's the thing that protects you from the world, from energy. If you're not protecting it, if you're not, you know, that's just energetically, you know, and all that nonsense out in the world sort of comes at you, you know, your skin's the first thing hit, you know, you got to take care of it. Right. You know, your skin inside out, you got to take care of it.
Yeah, your skin is your largest organ. It's your first line of defense against infection, disease. Okay. You know, when things are, by the time something is showing on your skin, you've already gotten a bunch of red flags and you ignored them.
A bunch of red flags. Yep.
Okay. And people, they bug out because I can look at you and I can tell you exactly what you're not doing. And they're like, are you in my house? I'm like, nope. You know, just by looking at your skin, I can tell what's going on. And, you know, when we don't pay attention. And so I'm just like, Corona was a blessing in disguise as far as I'm concerned, because I'm really looking at what I need to do for myself every single day. How do I stay vibrant?
Right.
How do I not have to
without Shelley's love for our roots?
Oh, girl,
please.
Please. I look like the Bride of Frankenstein. Are you kidding me? Hello. You know, I already have the built-in costume ready to go.
Awesome.
But you know, if we're not loving on ourselves, and so this is what this is really about. The other thing this is really about is who's in your community. Okay, there's going to be a lot of strange stuff going on. Get your CSA, don't play. Find your local meat farmer, don't play. Right. Find out who your people are that you can barter with. If you don't know about hvcurrent.org, get there. Okay. Yeah. We have to shift. We have to pivot.
We said at the beginning of this, somebody asked us, they were talking about, you know, we did an interview and we both said, you know, it feels a lot like the Earth's own immune system is responding to the parasite that is the fucking human race. That's right. You know, it's like, you guys need to settle down. She sent us all to our rooms. You're like, you need to go, you're all on timeout, you know? And
but she's still providing medicine though. She's still providing medicine for us.
Of course. Well, go ahead and go pay attention to that. I tell people that all the time. Like, go pay attention to that medicine. What's happening out in the world? Like, what's growing abundant outside your door?
Exactly.
You know, what and I bet you'll all see a lot of mullein and, you know, around the, you know, when the
mullein and dandelion. There's a lot of dandelion.
Yep. And
violet is out too.
Yeah, it's like these lung herbs are all showing up, you know, probably everywhere. And just in general, just, you know, to be mindful of what's happening on the planet. And my cousin used to live in China. He speaks, he's from Italy, lives in Italy, went to school in China, lived there for years. And there was a picture from Beijing of the Himalayas, like that they hadn't seen in 30 years because of the pollution. You couldn't see the fucking mountains. And my cousin actually made this comment because he's like, I was there. It's true. You couldn't see it. You couldn't see it. And now look at it. It's like these snow-capped mountains that are this, the view is gorgeous. There's dolphins in Venice Canal. Like, because or there's these pictures of deer like in parks. They're just there, or just it's a lot.
Extinct or not extinct, but protected sea turtles
Sort of showing back up in places.
And their babies are going to the sea because the beaches aren't crowded. And
it's an interesting, it's just an interesting thought process. The parts of it that are tragic, obviously awful. Don't even know what to say about it, but yes, I guess you're saying
though. We have to talk about that too, because all right, so as a doula, my work is birth and death.
That was, interesting. That was one of my next questions is, can you talk about what a death doula is? You're also a death doula.
Sure. So, all right. So I said to you in the message this morning, Erin, I've been death doulaing this week. So I am taking care of my elderly grandparents. My grandmother is 88 and my grandfather just turned 91. He is in congestive heart failure. He is stage C. He is not going to get better. He is going to decline and all the things that come along with it. So as a birth doula, I help women doula their babies into the world. And as a death doula, I help see them out with dignity, with love, with compassion. We know what happens to our elders, right? And I'll be damned if my grandfather is going to go into a home and be cared for by a stranger or die by himself. And so I have spent the last 6 weeks, bullshit, the last 6 weeks, but the last week, 2 weeks have been particularly rough because things are changing. And so what that looks like is every night I tell him, I'll see you tomorrow morning. And that is my prayer. And then when I put my key in that door in the morning, I pray that he's alive. And I pray to see him in the morning. And you know what? He's been there. He wants to be here. His life force is so strong. And some of the most wild shit is happening right now. So he's bleeding out right now. We had to take him to the emergency room. They had to pack his nose. He is spitting up so much blood. And it's from his nose.
Right.
And you freak out. And he's fine. Homeboy eats a whole meal. He drinks his goddamn coffee. And I'm like, yo, this is so bizarre. But you know what? Every day, I change him. I bathe him. I make sure he's in clean clothes because, goddamn it, he's not going to be creative, fucked up, and dirty. And so this is just a thing. There's a real lack of respect for elders. And I'm having a very hard time with that. I didn't expect to cry. Wasn't planning on crying.
Okay, it's all good. You.
Okay.
But,
all the information that we have lives with our elders, and nobody cares about them.
Right.
And we're going to miss out if we just let them die out without talking to them and learning their wisdoms. And he doesn't make sense, but you know what? If he's not being a fresh flirt, I worry. You know what? He's still witty. And even if whatever he's saying doesn't make sense, you know what? I'm going to engage in that conversation with him because that might be the last conversation that I have with him.
Right.
And so I think it's just important to remember that we're all going to get old. So don't be fucks to old people.
Right. Oh, that's true. So I think that's your new hashtag. Like, I'm going to get you a shirt that says hashtag don't be fucks to old people. Yeah, we need that shirt. that shirt needs to be in the world for sure. Without a doubt, right? This is why we love you. We love you. You're a good egg. The world and the planet is a better place because you're on it.
Yeah.
You know, you're one of those people, you know,
And we're
that
blessed and
we're
fortunate that
you're in our lifeboat.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I just,
we're
I
happy
think
to have
that
you.
if I do what my heart says, because most people don't listen to their heart, they're afraid to trust their hearts. And I just think that, you know, we love each other a little more. You know, we're so used to, you know, squandering our love.
Mm.
We are so used to, you know, playing it close to the chest instead of letting that heart chakra radiate and be open and let that beam out, you know. And so I'm working so hard on being the lighthouse. You know what? I just got to stand there and I got to beam my light and you'll find me. And I swear to you, creator provides, goddess provides, you know, and if we trust in what we're receiving, and I think that that's it too, they beat the trust of our intuition out of us. Our GPS, our goddess positioning satellite, they're like, that shit is junk, you know. And I'm sorry, I live and die by that. And the more that I do that, the more sure I am about who I am, about what I'm supposed to do. And a lot of people are not going to like it. They're not going to like what I have to say. They're not going to like, and you know what? I'm not talking to those people. Those are not my people.
My people. I'm not everybody's cup of tea.
That's right. And so, you know, the only flip side about that is don't try to stop me from talking to my people because you don't like the language that I'm using.
Right.
Okay. If I don't resonate, keep it moving.
Right.
Go find your people, but
Right.
don't stop me from trying to find mine.
Right.
That's some player hater shit. And we all have a specific shine. And like you said, all of us, just like the flowers, we all have a role. We all have an energetic. And some of us work really great together. And you know what?
Some of
Those
us don't.
can't put together because they poison. Okay. And so, but don't try to prevent me from doing my work.
Right.
You do yours, you know, and I'm not going to stop you from doing your work. That's like telling
There's a meme about that in flowers. It's like this flower doesn't bloom and worry about what this flower is doing next to it. Everybody just blooms.
Right.
And they do their thing.
I always say we're all flowers with superpowers. That's my little motto.
Another t-shirt. I love it. We're just making t-shirts today. We're just making t-shirts. Yeah, awesome. Well, how can the people find you? How do they get in touch with the Fabulous for any of your services? How do they find you?
Okay, so you can find me on Facebook, Reverend Maritday Rodriguez. You can find me Maritday, and you can find me the Sacred Health Doula on Facebook. On Instagram, I'm Maritday, and then World Wide Web, www.amaritday.com, amaritday.com.
Awesome. Well, I can't tell you how happy we are that you were here with us today. We thank you so much for joining us, and your fabulous passion is needed on the planet, for fuck's sake.
Sean.
Yeah, Sean, I got tears. Yeah, that's all right. Sean will be sleeping in 10 minutes. Sean will be, when we're in the meditation, Sean falls asleep. He's like, I fall asleep every Saturday. So Sean will be asleep in 10 minutes. He'll be okay. He'll have got his cry out. He's gonna go to sleep.
Nice.
And he's gonna get up. It's gonna be fabulous. What a good day. So we thank you so much. We can't wait till you're back here.
Yes.
Thank you so much for having me. This was wonderful.
Thank you. I can't wait to give you a big hug.
Yeah. I'm not hugging people yet. I'm sorry. This is as close to, I guess, to some folks. I'm good.
That's good. Hey, however you feel good. That's what this is about.
I didn't feel good before. It's sort of like Jenni heaven, that now it's like, hi, no, we're not hugging. I'm like,
I'm the same. I will put my hand out. I don't want to hug you. I put my hand out, and then sometimes I'd be just like with a nod.
I know.
Arms across. Hey, what's up?
We're glad to have you back. We love you.
Love you back.
All right, honey bunny. We'll talk to you soon. Hi, honey. All right, we're gonna get going with our. Oh, you go, Prince.
I didn't want to.
I'll be clever for another 2 minutes.
Witty.
Be witty and clever for another 2 minutes. Let's see. Tony says, it was so great meeting you today. That's awesome. She's the best. Our daily magic. Sonia, so grateful you were in today. So yeah, she's really. Oh, I have to get that off there. So grateful. She's the best. We're gonna let Miss Thing print her meditation. We have the non-noisy chairs again today. Thank goodness they're not noisy. And then I'll go in the back and call it in and do our thing. She's the best, right? She's super cool. We love her. She's awesome. Oh, I should do a sound check for Miss Tony, and she could tell me how things are.
It's 11:11.
It's 11:11. How appropriate. Let's see. Yeah, Sean just said 11:11 too. Funny. So, noisy chairs. Tony, how does that sound? That was too loud, I'm going to say. All right. Is it fun? All right, you guys sit back, get comfy, get in your space, get your cuppa, blanket, things, coziness. While we get situated here. Oh, like the new t-shirt? This is my new graphic tee. We are the weirdos, mister. I got a thing for weird little, graphic tees. Not too loud. Oh, okay, great. Thank you, Tony. Sounds great. Not too loud. Perfect. She's our fabulous sound engineer. I have to have her, tell me how it sounds. We have 13 people watching, and there are 13 comments. It's like 13, 13, 13, 11, 13. Like, it's weird. Now I'm seeing 13. I thought, a great movie. I know. It's so fun. I thought this was such a fun t-shirt. I was so excited. I got it online. I know somebody asked me earlier, where'd you get it? Said I got it online. So if everybody just sits back and relaxes, get their tea, uncross your legs. I always like for people to uncross things. No crossing your arms, no crossing your legs. It keeps the energy open and flowing. Phone is unplugged. It's good. I'll take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale loud out through the mouth. Make a sound when you let it out. One more time. Deep breath in through the nose. Forceful exhale out through the mouth. Then magic third. In through the nose. Let it out through the mouth. We call to the winds of the east. We ask that you bring us understanding and insight. We welcome the power of air. We call to the winds of the south. We ask that you bring us passion and inspiration. We welcome the power of fire. Call to the winds of the west. We ask that your gentle waters wash away all that no longer serves us. We call to the winds of the north. We ask that you bring us protection. We welcome earth.
Allow your eyes to comfortably close. Don't force them shut. Don't hold them shut. Just allow them to gently meet and feel how comfortable it is to just allow your eyes to remain gently closed. Come down into your breath, into your body. Softening your mind and allowing yourself to just relax into the flow of the moment. Allow your feet and your legs to soften into position. Relaxing your hips and your buttocks. Feeling the rise and the fall of your belly. Let your shoulders drop. Relaxing your arms, your hands, and allowing your whole body to soften down and just relax into a comfortable position. Allowing your head and your neck to relax now. Your ears, your scalp and your hair. Allowing your tongue to gently rest over your mouth. Feeling full relaxation in your jaw, your chin, your cheeks, your nose, your eyes and your eyebrows. Forehead softening. Your whole face all soft and relaxed now. Allow your breathing to fall in its own natural rhythm. Don't try to control it in any way. Just observe as you breathe in relaxation and breathe out tension. Breathing in And breathing out with awareness. Become aware of the sounds around you. Acknowledge them and let them go. Notice the light and the shade, the air touching the surface of your body. Sense the sky above, the horizon stretching all the way around you. The earth below you, supporting you. Allowing your mind now to let go of what it no longer needs to hold on to. Letting your body release what it no longer needs to hold on to. Watching it all float out and away. Draw yourself back from where you've been in your day. Draw your energies back home to your center. Ground yourself in this moment. Right here. Right now. Very gently bring your attention to your breath. Being mindful of the breath in the abdomen, expanding on an inhalation and falling on an exhalation. Breathing in, breathing out with awareness. Breathing normally, naturally. Feeling the rise and the fall of the abdomen. It's coming. It's going. Take a long, slow, deep breath in through your nose, all the way down into your stomach. And exhale through your mouth, allowing your breath to carry away all the stress and tension as the air floods out of your lungs. Take in another slow, deep breath through your nose. Fill your lungs completely. And when you release through your mouth, empty your lungs completely. Now feeling any remaining tension in your body loosening, subsiding. Taking a third deep breath. Fill your belly completely. And release out through your mouth completely, feeling yourself relaxing more and more deeply with each breath. This is a time for renewal. A time for self. A time to be open to possibilities. There's a message here for you today. One that lifts you from a place inside that has perhaps held gloom, despair, frustration, sadness. So lifting your energy to that of lightness, peace, acceptance. On this rainy morning, I want you to bring your attention to the rain falling around you. Envision the rain falling around you. Hear the drops outside. Notice its repetitive sound. Feeling the temperature. Moisture in the air. Damp, refreshing scent of the rain. Birds chirping. With awareness of the rain, we acknowledge the properties of water. Life-giving, thirst-quenching, refreshing, full of opportunity. And the water can also be a cleansing, a clearing. Rinsing away dirt or anything we need removed. Envision yourself dancing in the rain. Arms stretched way out wide. Maybe you're twirling. Finding puddles on the ground to stomp in. Dance in the rain and let it spark the light of your inner child. See yourself now with your arms stretched out wide to your sides, palms facing upwards, hands slightly cupped. Picture the rain as 1,000 possibilities falling from the sky just for you. Allow those possibilities to flow into your life. Feel the individual raindrops falling into your hands, collecting in your palms. Creating small pools of water right in the palm of your hand. Tilt your head back a little and feel those drops of water on your face. Open your mouth. Feel the drops on your tongue. Invigorating. Thirst quenching. Each drop that lands in the left palm, receive it as a life-giving drop. Refreshing, exciting. Each drop that lands in the right palm is cleansing, washing away anything that doesn't serve you and anything that may be holding you back. Allow the drops to collect, creating small pools of water in your cupped hands. Without judgment, critique, just hold and be present with these pools of water. Recognizing that each drop is a part of the whole. Collective cleansing. this rainy day to soothe you. Know that there's always an ebb and flow in nature. What is dark will be light. What is stuck will be flowing. What is pain will be joy. With this cleansing, find yourself open to more possibilities. Enjoy each moment for what it is. Welcome peace and renewal. And all the possibilities that are now yours. Bring your cupped hands together at your heart center, both filled with those bottles of water. Release the pools and let them come together and wash over you. All the drops coming together and flowing in as one. Releasing, flowing over you. Clearing. Bringing effortless relaxation and renewal into your life. Allow the energy of this rain to bathe your body, your mind, your emotions, and your spirit. Bringing your awareness now back to the flow of your breathing. Breathing in and breathing out. Notice the cool breath as it comes in through your nose and down the back of your throat and into your lungs. Notice the natural movement of your belly as you breathe in and out. Becoming aware of your full body again as it rests where you are. Bringing your attention to your toes. Give them a little wiggle. Bring your attention to your fingers. Give them a little wiggle. Becoming aware of the room again. Of all of the sounds close by. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Welcome back. I'm just reading Tony. She's so fucking cute. I love the coming back to awareness.
Me too.
She's so funny.
I love that very Jen. Good morning, Miss Christine. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I miss your face. Lovely.
All right, guys. Welcome back. Hey, Andrew's in Georgia. Hey, from Georgia. Hello, sir.
Andrew.
Still sounds great on TV, she says. Okay, good. What's up? What's up?
What's up with you?
Switching from Facebook to YouTube. Oh, great movie. Okay, so good morning from California. That's
Yeah.
cool. Cool beans. Awesome as usual, Johnny Rush. Thank you, sir.
Thank you all for joining us this rainy Saturday morning.
So don't forget to head over to our YouTube if you're not already subscribed to our YouTube, because in the next couple of weeks we're going to be doing a giveaway on our YouTube. So you're going to have to be subscribed to our YouTube, and it'll be announced on the YouTube. So you need to be subscribed in order to find that out. I'll make a couple more announcements on Facebook about all of that. Today we are here until 6 in the shop. If you need us, call 845-839-0585. We're in Highland Falls, New York, or don your little mask and come knock on the door, and maybe we can figure something out. But give us a call, and yeah, we're here till 6. Jamie says, "Oh, you're welcome, honey bunny."
Thank you for being here with us, Jamie.
Tony, listen, you're like a one girl promoting machine.
She is our PR chick.
She really is. Like we might have to put her on the payroll or something. Like I make her work for sound checks, and she shares the shit out of us, and she's
shares like the love all over the place.
Yeah, she's
all the time.
Like our PR person. I don't know.
Our unofficial, or
That's totally official. Yeah, it's totally
I got
official.
the insane being going on a lot today. You see that?
You're closer to the light now, though. I sat on the dark side, which is where I belong, actually.
Welcome to the dark
Welcome
side.
to the dark side. All right, kids. Well, 12 o'clock almost. We got to get the shop open. Hey, Miss Elizabeth. How are you, honey bunny? In answer to your question, it's online. I got the shirt online because I know you asked before. I got it online. I'll tell you where. So, yeah. Love you, kids. And we will see you next Saturday with a new special guest.
Same bat time.
Same bad time. Same bad channel. Yeah. Yeah. You're not old enough for that. Oh.
Yes, I am. What do you mean I'm not?
You're such a youngster. It's terrible. Really.
Not really.
You are.
Not
Oh,
really.
missed you today, Susan. Well, we're gonna post. Susan missed us today, but Susan, we will post the replay. I always, and YouTube puts the replay up, and we always put the replay up. You'll be able to watch. It was good that you got on here for a minute. Have an awesome weekend. Everybody have an awesome, safe Memorial Day.
Yes.
You know, I'm gonna do some home projects.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
I'm gonna do some home projects. That's what I'm gonna be doing. There may be dirt involved. I know, it's weird, it's crazy.
Wow.
The world is coming to an end. My husband my brother rebuilt the stairs outside going up his stairs.
Okay.
So it was all like bricky pavers, like a big little dome of it.
Right.
And so they were all, of course, were collapsing. They weigh 80 pounds each. So when Keith they took it apart, he was able in front of my door to make with the pavers like a raised bed. So it's beautiful. Yeah. So he needs to fill it.
Right.
That's what I mean. It's not like I was doing anything with dirt or anything, but there would be dirt involved, I think.
I have seeds that you need to plant outside your front door.
Oh, okay. What seeds?
Puppies.
Oh, that's what we want to plant. That's hysterical.
Really?
Yeah, we drove by because I love poppies, and it's a tattoo I want, and the orange ones.
They're like vibrant crimson red.
Oh, cool. And we drove by them, and he saw them, and he goes, "What are those?" I'm like, "They're poppies," and he's like, "I love those." Like
There's a house on Mountain Avenue that's got.
Yeah, I love them too. Yeah, I love poppies. They're sacred to Hecate. Yeah. So I love them.
Yeah.
So. Laugh Out Loud reruns. Yes, we are in reruns, John. We are in reruns. I post the replay. I often post the replay. So, but you can always get the replays on YouTube. That's why you need to be on our YouTube channel and be subscribed. So, all right, we're going to go to work now, kids.
Right.
We will see you next week.
Yes.
Stay safe. Have a great weekend. Have some Prosecco for me. That's what I'll be having. I'll see you kids later. Bye. And then you have to hit it again.
Yes.
Why you